Yeah, hello, good day. My name is Prince Jamie Gasali. Today we'll be looking into crypto trading and we'll be making use of Sarai robots. Okay. And there is a particular topic we'll be talking about today. Topic talking about, wow. Okay, not that. I want to show this. Okay. Now, this is the settings. It's just a simple page with very few buttons to set. And you want to ask me what is Sharia? You understand? This alone makes a lot of people like, oh, it's a Muslim bot. Okay. Well, well, I wanted to know that this bot is from the I think it's from Asia. So and there are a lot of Muslims there, so they want to use some little Muslim terms or to be able to convince people around them that, oh, this bot is a good bot for the Muslims. So if I am a Muslim and my audience are Muslims, which means my environment are Muslims, then I want to use some terms that convinces them. You see, Muslims have issues with trading. Um, because there is always a law in Islam that goes against gambling, but that doesn't mean Muslims do not gamble. And I'm not saying Muslims are gamblers. But what I'm saying is the religion itself, there are guidelines against gambling. And when it comes to crypto trading, it is not guaranteed. So people see it as gambling. So the word Sharia is coming that, oh, if you put this on, then you will not be gambling. Okay. Now, that's a layman illustration. Now let's go to the real illustration now. You see, we have about three types of coins in the crypto space. We have the shit coins, and we have the unstable coins, and we have what we call the very, very stable coins, the coins that really, you know, determine the market, especially coins like um, or all these layer one coins. So when it comes to Sharia, Sharia simply means that these coins are stable. So immediately you open this place, you're saying that you're trading only stable coins. Okay. Stable coins, what happens is that they don't go extremely deep and they don't go extremely bull. So they are stable. You are not expecting even much of loss on stable coins when you put it on. Do you understand? When you have a stable coin, you're not expecting a very serious dip. But I wanted to also note that in the crypto space, that doesn't mean the coin cannot go deep for 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, or even a month. But the logic is even when he's in his own deep, his deep cannot be as deep as shit coins. If a stable coin is going 20% deep, it simply means that an unstable coin must have gone 100% deep. So when you're losing a trade in a stable coin, you might just be losing a very minute money. But when you're losing a trade in an unstable coin, you might be losing a lot more than a stable coin. So that's the difference. I'll show you an example here of a stable coin and an unstable trade. Look at this. This trade is there for 9 days, but the highest here has always been minus. Okay, don't let me use that. Let's use this. Yeah, the highest percentage here has just been about minus 100. Okay, I wanted to note that this one is minus 109 just because I did what we call DCA. So if not for DCA, it should be around minus 218 at this time. See another example of a very funny coin. A very funny coin. Okay. What is it? Okay. 1,000 minus 1,082 percentage. This had gone as far as 1,200. You understand? So you would never see a stable coin. This is TRX. This is KMN. This is OM. So this is a stable coin. And this is 9 days. This is 8 days, 12 days in deep. The trend has changed from negative to positive. It happens in the crypto space. And this is because I was trading as I was not an active trader, what they called investments. And right now I am going into the active part, and there are some settings I did not, there are some funny settings there. So what I'm trying to say is, if I'm an active trader, I would have get out of this deep long time ago. But I cannot suddenly become an active trader because I didn't plan to keep some funds aside for replenishment. So we'll go into that later. But what I'm showing you is this. This, you can see just this, and you can see this. But that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean this cannot be in a longer dip than this. But the only difference is when you're trading Sharia, it will give you coins like this, like BTC, Ethereum, Solana, Atom, and so on. Coins that are stable, coins that will not give you hypertension. Because a lot of people, what they look at is this. Immediately they see this minus 80, minus 38, sorry, the heart attack is much. Oh, he's losing trade. He's losing trade. My kind is losing trade. There's better. But when they see minus 2, minus 3, they still feel like, hey, I have made money now. So minus 2, minus 3, you understand? So if you are that kind of person that has a kind of BP, then you choose Sharia, especially when you're a newbie. So that is that. Now, I want to show you something. Immediately you choose the Sharia, it simply means it only treats, what do we call it? Simple coins, stable coins. So in your stable coin, let me see if I can show you some trades. Okay, some trades. Look at it. Let me see. You can see in just one trade, the system was just using 2.78, but it was 20x. So it's using 20x of this. So that is about 40 something dollars. And you know what we got? We got $16 from just this one trade. That was 605%. And this trade is just 10 point, what do we call it? 10.89. And this is what? 184%. So what I'm saying in essence is this: $6, $7 in just one trade. What I want you to know is the other part of it is immediately you choose Sharia, you might not be getting the opportunity to earn that kind of profit because those coins does not skyrocket anyhow. They don't go into that kind of what do we call it? They don't go into that kind of profit because you can imagine 600%. This kind of coin do not go 600% just like that. It's not like it's impossible, but they don't go often like that. They don't go often like that. They play around 10%, 100% max. That's what you're expecting. 100% max. So in essence, if you're trading without Sharia, Then you use these settings. You use these settings. Why are you using these settings? Because these settings, let me explain the TP settings, the take profit settings. Now, what it means is this. The system does not take your profits until there is a reverse. It does not really take profit until there is a reverse. So what the system usually do is this. When there is 30% profit, 30% of your trade as profit, the system will lock it. You see this lock. It will lock it. Such that when the coin keeps going up, fine. But when it comes down and it gets back to this 30%, it will take its profits. Now, in case it locks this and the coin keeps going again, up and up and up and up, when it gets to 40%, it locks again. So that when it comes down and it gets to 40%, it gives you your what? Your profits. Then it keeps going on. The third lock, assuming it gets to 50%, it will lock that profit. That means it will put an embargo on it so that when the trade is coming down, it does not come below that 50%. Then 70, 100. Now, if you're not using Sharia, that means the system will be trading some unstable coin for you or probably shit coins for you. So shit coins can go 100%. But in case you started using Sharia, you put on your Sharia, hardly will you see this 100%. So why wasting time? So I would suggest that this is 20, this is 30, then we have 40, we have probably 60, I'll still say 50. Then we might just leave the last one and probably make it 70. So because we don't expect stable coins to go far, that doesn't mean they cannot have a sharp, movement, but they hardly move that way. So instead of you to wait for 30% before locking, I'll prefer you do 20%, then you do 30%, 40%, 50%, then the fifth one, you can just make it 70%, or you can do 60. Well, probably, you already have 50% profit. So you can just say, okay, go 70 in case it goes there. Do you understand? So we have two settings now. If you do not put on your Sharia, you want to trade shit coins, altcoins, it will give you a lot of profit, but it might give you a lot of concern also when you are seeing a huge floating loss. So if you are seeing huge floating loss, you should understand why your floating loss is huge. And if you're not seeing huge floating loss, you should understand why it looks safe. So you need to understand that. So for every newbie, in order for you to avoid hypertension, it is better you put on your Sharia so that it only trades stable coins that will not give you a headache. But as much as you are avoiding huge floating loss, you also realize that your profit might not be that huge because you're trading stable coins. Stable coins are heavy coins. They don't drop dramatically most of the time, at least 90% of the time. So that is it. So the advantage might be the disadvantage. Their movement, their volatility is not that high. They are stable. They are overloaded. They are heavy. So you can choose Sharia and you can decide not to put on your Sharia. It depends on you, and whatever you choose will determine your results. and your floating loss. And that should also determine your take profit settings. So if you're putting on the Sharia, I'm not expecting you to make this 100, or and I'm not expecting you to make this 70. Then this also can just be 20 if you're putting on your Sharia. Now, if you are not putting on your Sharia, then you can just make it 30. If you're not putting on your Sharia, you can make it 30, 40, 50. Then you put this to 70, then the last one to 100. Because truly, coins might go to 100. You understand? So they go to 100 very well. You can see a coin that goes 600%. So that's the way it works. I think this is helpful. Please subscribe to this training for more details on how to make use of your robot. Thank you. God bless you.